I just made this floating shelf here where I can store my wallet, random things from my pocket. I can also store some keys under it. Wasn't too hard to make, and I'm going to show you how I did it. The shelf is made with just 2 pieces of wood. The main shelf part is 3/4 inch thick, 4 inches deep, and I've cut mine to 12 inches long. The other piece of wood sits up front, acts as a little lip. It's thinner, it's 1/2 inch thick by 1.5 inches, and also it runs the whole length. To mount the shelf onto the wall so that it appears to be floating with no visible hanger, I'm going to use a keyhole bit on a router. A keyhole bit has 2 cutting edges, a larger diameter cutting edge on the bottom and then a smaller diameter cutting edge farther up. So the bit makes a T-shaped hole that mimics the same shape as a screw. So I'm going to drill a hole first, same diameter as the bottom of the bit, put the bit in, move it a little bit, which will make this keyhole shaped hole. I'll have a screw in the wall. The shelf will rest down onto the screw and it'll hold tight. I've got 6 1/2 inch rare earth magnets that I'm going to recess into the bottom of the shelf using a Forstner bit so that the bottom of the hole is nice and flat. Now I'm going to glue the front lip onto the front of the shelf. And I'm just going to use wood glue. I'm not going to use any screws or nails. I think the glue will hold. There's not going to be a lot of force put on that front lip. It's just there to prevent things from sliding off the shelf. Let that dry overnight and then we can start sanding. The stain I want to use is a 50-50 mixture of Sedona Red and Red Oak, both from Minwax. So I'm just going to mix up a bit of that. Okay, now it's time to apply the stain. Let's start on this side. Oh man. I'll let that dry overnight before I put on the finish. I'm going to apply a couple layers of spray-on polyurethane for a little bit of protection. I'm going to re-drill these holes a little bit so that there's some bare wood for the glue to stick to. I'm going to attach the magnets with some JB Weld Quickset epoxy. Now it's just a matter of putting a couple screws in the wall and then hanging the shelf. Well, there you go. I think the shelf turned out pretty well. If you liked the video or found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to keep up to date with my newest videos. Thanks for watching!